Hey guys, Pete Bidwell here. Today is the 5th of October. I hope you can hear me, but it's really windy here today in Ibiza. And it's a full moon. I love the full moon. It gets me really charged up. But today I think is an exceptionally special day. So I am heading to between Cap des Falco and Salinas. It's about a 2-hour trek. I'm hiking. I've got my tent, sleeping bag, and a little bit of food and something to drink. And I'm going to be hoping to catch the sunset, which I've never been to this place at this time of year before. I've been later, and you can see the sunset on the water. Anyway, we'll see. But even so, it's a great place to see the full moon, I'm sure. And I think that it's going to be, I'm going to be there just in time, set my tent up, and hopefully in the morning I'll get to see a beautiful sunrise as well. Anyway, I'll keep you updated on my progress, and I'll upload all of these videos to all of my channels so you can just watch everything from me. But just for now, I'll leave you with the view, beautiful view. I'm going that way. Well, I've just climbed the top of my first mountain. I just wanted to show you the vista from here. It's absolutely incredible. I'm not too sure if you can pick this up on the camera. It's quite bright now because the sun's out. That's where I'm heading. All the way to the end. It's about an hour and a half. So, yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. I think the sun may just sunset in the sea from there, which would be awesome. As you can see, Esvedra just poking out the top there behind me. Simply magnificent. It's beautiful. I'm probably about 300 to 500 meters up from the sea. There are 7 mountains to climb here, 7 peaks. I'm only going halfway round tonight before I camp. I think I might do it in under 2 hours because I'm always about halfway there, I think. But this is the next peak. Just wanted to show you the vista from here. It's absolutely spectacular. You really need to be here to see how amazing it actually is. In front of me is just green and mountains. Behind me is sea. I'm very high up here. It's quite windy, but it's very, very warm. The sun is shining down on me, and I'm glad of it because I know that tonight it's going to be really cold. I think I've got my my jacket and my sleeping bag, but I still think it's going to be quite cold. Well, it's true what they say. What goes up must come down. And there's 7 peaks in this corona, I guess you'd call it. Crown in English. So I'm only going halfway round, and yeah, well, this is very steep, so I better stop recording because that is, you probably can't see how steep this really is. That is behind me, and that is below me. Boom. This expedition, hike, camping trip, sunset, moonrise, sunrise, is not for the faint-hearted. This track, I don't think, is very often walked, and it's loose terrain. I'm climbing again now, you can probably tell. I find it easier climbing. Going down is really hard. It's slippery, it's rocky, and It's like the stones are kind of just rolling underneath your feet. Anyway, when I get to the top, I'll be able to marvel at the beauty. As you can see, the sea behind me, and the last peak I climbed, mountains this way, trees over there. It's beautiful. It's just a pine forest. The whole place is just pine and not a lot else. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, oh, I can see the sea. I was going to close the video. Let me just show you this. Just coming to this clearing. I'll turn around and let you see. I can see Formentera in the background. Beautiful Formentera. One day I'll take you to Formentera and I'll show you around. I know a very secret cave that you can camp and see sunset and sunrise from there. I can't wait to do that one next time. Well, I've reached the summit of the next peak, and it is very windy and very high up here. I'm heading all the way down there, and if you can see, and then back up the other side. But let me just show you from a better spot exactly what I'm looking at without going too close to the edge. It is absolutely incredible here. That's where I started, Captus Falco. There's a restaurant down there called the Experimental Beach, and surprisingly it was actually open today. I didn't expect that. And then if I turn around this way, I can just see one of the villas. I won't be able to see now because the sun's in my eyes, but there's a villa just behind me there, which is one of those villas you pass when you go to Escaviet. So I've not noticed that before, but it's really nice to be able to stop and to be able to take it all in and have a good old look. I can see sea nearly 180 degrees, and now I can see the back of Esvedra on this side, just poking out behind the peninsula there. It is absolutely stunning. Let me just adjust the screen and hopefully you can see Esvedra just in the background. Anyway, I must go back down now. This is the steepest one, I think, from memory. It's a hell of a long way down. I'm probably going about halfway to the sea from this point. You won't be able to get the scale of it on camera, but I'll show you anyway. That is a long way down, believe me. Well, I don't know if you can see that pathway that leads all the way up. That's where I've just come from. It's very hard to see the scale of anything, I guess, on this video, but it's quite treacherous. It took me quite a while to get down it. It's just loose. The rocks are rolling away from under your feet. I'm in quite a level area now, but everywhere you can see it's just rocky. It's just rocky, and it's the same on the hills, on the slopey bits, on the mountainous parts. It's exactly the same. So you've really got to take your time. I've slipped a few times. Luckily I didn't hurt myself, but it's like a moonscape. It's like what I can imagine it would be on the surface of the moon or on Mars. It's just dry and arid, rocky. There's not a lot here. It's just deserted. There's hardly any insects or wildlife or plant life. I've seen the odd spider claiming, you know, space, making a web between two places. But yeah, so now let me just show you. Behind me, that thin stretch of land is the beach I started at. That's Captus Falco. And now I can see a couple of lighthouses and Formentera in the background this side. I'm not too sure what you can pick up on this video. Anyway, I think oh, there's a plane taking off. Oh yeah, of course, the airport is just the other side of Captus Falco, so not too sure if you can see that or hear that. but there is an aeroplane behind me somewhere. That's quite normal if you come to Ibiza, or if you know Ibiza, especially if you're anywhere near Playa d'Embosso. There's an aeroplane going over very often. Taking a little bit of a rest before I take on the next mountain, and then I think I'm there. I think I've actually made it really good on time. I did get a lift actually at the beginning, which I wasn't expecting. I parked my car in the supermarket on the main road. I didn't actually have to walk to Cap Falco in the end. A guy just picked me up on the side of the road. That's quite normal here in Ibiza, hitchhiking. I wasn't hitchhiking, but he offered me a lift anyway, so never look a gift horse in the mouth, as they say. But it is absolutely incredible. I'll just show you what I'm looking at, and then I must get on my way. Incredible. Onwards and upwards. I am on a major expedition halfway between Cap Falco in front of me and Salinas. There's 7 mountains. I'm nearly at the end. I'm out of breath, but I just wanted to show you this view. It's very difficult for you to understand how beautiful this is and the scale, but I've been walking from the beach probably about an hour and a half across all of these peaks and valleys, and I've been vlogging all the way. Well, I think I've very nearly made it to the top of the last peak. As you can see behind me, I started way over there on that little beach down there probably about an hour and a half ago. If I turn around this way, we can now see Salinas. Oh, let me come out of the sun because I can't really see. Yeah, we can see Salinas, and just behind there, around here, there's this tiny little torre, little pirate tower, little tiny castle thing. And that's at the end of Salinas, and on the other side is Escaviet. So I'm just going to head up with you now just to see if I can show you the view from where I am, and it is going to be amazing, I'm sure. So just behind me is where we started, and this is where we're going. Somewhere around there. Going to set up my tent, going to get comfortable, set up my cameras and watch the sunset. Ooh. I've reached the summit on this side of the Corona. It is absolutely amazing. The view from here is stunning. I'm quite close to the edge, so I'm going to be very careful where I tread. But that is where I'm going to. Just behind me there, I think. It's just where I'm going to. It's very 5 minutes walk from here, 10 minutes maybe. It's quite flat now. I'm right on the highest point. But this particular place, I can, oh, there's another higher bit just over there, but pretty much I can see all the way around from here where we came from, but hard to see now because it's around the corner a bit. The sea, of course, and all of the south of Ibiza with the sun in the background, very bright on the screen. Esvedra just over there, just poking behind. Incredible.